What's up, everybody? Last night was the start of our three-part finale for X-Men 97, and somehow this show just keeps getting better and better. There will, of course, be spoilers here in my breakdown, and with that out of the way, let's get into the episode. This one opened with Cable back at the X-Mansion outside training as Scott and Jean have a really nice moment inside the mansion, with Scott not knowing how to be a father figure to his son after what he and Madeline did. As great as the action sequences are in this show, and don't worry, there's plenty from this episode to talk about, these moments right here really make up my top scenes from the entire show. We then see the X-Men discussing how Mr. Sinister has made his grand plans revealed back in season 5 of the original show back in the 1990s come to fruition, with Beast adding that this new hybrid Sentinel, all of them, they can literally create a new generation of mutant killers. As that's happening, Bastion leaks the footage of Charles Xavier alive and well with the Shi'ar Empire, with the humans immediately turning it into a conspiracy working right into Bastion's plans. In the mansion's infirmary, we see Nightcrawler and Jean have an amazing moment talking about family and what it really means, how it's not about blood. And man, are Nightcrawler fans eating so damn good because he's been my favorite part of the whole show, especially these last couple episodes, no doubt about it. And then the Summers family, Cyclops, Jean, and Cable jet off to find Bastion. Jumping from there to Bastion's actual location, his base, we see Valerie Cooper there working with him and Mr. Sinister. She goes to Magneto, who's still a prisoner, claiming that she knew nothing about what would happen on Genosha, and when she sees his markings from the concentration camp, you can tell it just breaks her to her core. Back with our X trio, they arrive at Bastion's childhood home where they find his elderly mother and learn the origins of this menace. His mother seems to be an ordinary old lady, but they're definitely a bit suspicious, all things considered, and decide to go with it while they learn more about their new foe. Then we go back to Bastion's base as he's being questioned by pretty much everybody surrounding him, and we get some awesome cameos here with Doctor Doom appearing, Baron Zemos questioning him, and then there's a mystery woman who I'm not going to guess who it is after my last guess in this show. I'm not doing that. Anyway, Bastion takes Cooper on a tour of his base, showing her and us how he and Sinister are making these hybrid Sentinels. His mother is also showing off his artwork of Sentinels back home, and she then shows off her secret as he turned his own mother into a hybrid Sentinel, and that's not all. He turned his entire hometown into hybrid Sentinels, and the Summers are under attack. Back at the mansion, as Beast figures out a way to track these new Sentinels, Trisha turns herself into one as she takes out Beast and starts the destruction of the mansion. That poor school just can't stay upright. And as if that weren't enough, Roberto's butler and half the mall he and Jubilee are shopping in have been turned into these Hybrid Sentinels too, and everyone, every single X-Men, they're under attack. They race back to his mother's penthouse, which Jubilee gets another crack in about how she's the only one who can't fly because Roberto's been practicing for her, but to nobody's surprise, when the pressure's on, his mother folds and gives both of them up. Wolverine and Nightcrawler aren't about that though, as they defend Rogue, who's still unconscious in the infirmary. This was epic, with Wolverine just going ham and Nightcrawler wielding 3 swords, as these Sentinels, they've got 9 problems. We then get that awesome sequence in the caves that they released before the episode came out, with our trio as Cable is quite impressed with his dad, who I guess he didn't think is a cool dad, which kind of does make sense, with his dad's Porsche, and I was quite impressed with this scene as the show continues to show people that Cyclops is much, much cooler than those Fox movies led you to believe. So with the X-Men seemingly overrun, Bastion arrives at the mansion and is immediately contacted by Mr. Sinister as Cooper let Magneto out. You know, you could tell she was going to do this earlier in the episode, and then she gives a great monologue when she's done it about Magneto being right. Not only is he right, but he's free and pissed off as he lands and stretches his powers, I'm not joking here, across the entire globe, taking down every last hybrid sentinel out there and saving the day, but also declaring war. We also got 3 more cameos here with Silver Samurai appearing, Omega Red wakes up, and Spider-Man makes his appearance, as has been rumored that we might be getting a continuation of the Spider-Man the Animated Series from the 90s too. But this scene genuinely might be the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like, the Magneto scene, this show, it's the fucking best. The episode ends as we see Wolverine and Morph helping with the cleanup at the mansion when something crashes into it, and Charles is back, baby. We close it as he drops the iconic "To Me, My X-Men," and I thought my head was gonna explode from just pure hype overload because god damn. As I said earlier at the beginning, this show just somehow gets better and better when it seems impossible. Like, the only episode I'd say was just good, like still good, but just good, was episode 4, but it was still good and fun. Everything else has been genuinely great, and at this point, kind of feels like Marvel needs to bring Beau DeMaio back no matter what, because that man cooked with this show. And so that'll do it for my breakdown of episode 8 from X-Men 97. A thrilling ride with some of the best action and emotion in all of the MCUs. It seems this show just can't miss. Let me know what you thought of the episode, though, down in the comments below, and make sure you have a great day.